Tonight on News 5 Live, thousands of acres of farmland are underwater as Tropical Storm Sara wreaks havoc on the agricultural sector. Prime Minister John Bersenio joined the NEMO coordinator for a flyover of the affected areas. In San Pedro, a mother of 3 was beaten and kidnapped by her ex-husband, but was rescued in Keycocker. Meanwhile, CEO Paul Thompson tragically struck and killed a pedestrian in an RTA near Cotton Tree Village. On a lighter note, the Honorable Shine makes his debut on Hulu, and PM Bersenio shares his thoughts on the biodoc. These stories and more are coming up in 60 seconds.
Elmer Shua, ay join jik ahelak sa Kopal Tree Lodge. Keronik ahelan ay lain sa Kopal, kakui bartending kakui an keronik mana lain. Lain ni usara Belize Bank mobile app. Hanak na usara uta ana ATM, uting card. Araw kay balbas changkiron sa usara ut kolore na notification chira phone na mensah pas. Araw ta ki na kolore tak cara harup citumen sa usara. Ut araw ta naw nak sa chabilo wang gatumen.
They'll name you 100 reasons to step back. But when you achieve your goal, they will follow you. Gorilla, make some noise.
This newscast is brought to you by the Belize Bank Limited. Our country, your bank.
Good evening. Welcome to News 5 Live from Monday, November 18th. I am Elise Gayon Vernon. The Mopan River started rising rapidly this morning after being flooded for the past 3 days. Tropical Storm Sara dumped over 40 inches of rain in neighboring countries, and all that water is now flowing through the river system into Belize. Today, the Mopan River overflowed its banks and spilled onto the highway in San Jose Socots, forcing authorities to close parts of the road to motorists. Residents in the village and in Benque Viejo town remember the river rising even higher back in 2020, but this is the worst it's been since then. Tonight, there's a lot of uncertainty about when the floodwaters will recede and life will return to normal. News 5's Paul Lopez reports.
This morning, the Mopan River, which flows through Benque Viejo town and San Jose Socots, started rising quickly. By mid-morning, 2 sections of the highway in Socots were submerged under a couple feet of water. Local authorities had no choice but to close the road. All this flooding is a result of water flowing in from neighboring countries after Tropical Storm Sara.
It's just before midday in San Jose Socots, and overnight the Mopan River has risen to heights that has overtaken a portion of the highway here in the village. This highway obviously leads through the village into Benque Viejo del Carmen town, and so this is one portion of the highway that we're currently standing that authorities in the community has decided to close.
Today, residents were out in force, watching as the river continued to swell and flood the highway. We spoke with one villager who has been keeping a close eye on the rising waters over the past few days.
Yesterday we came down and there was no water on the street, on the road. But this morning when we came, I saw people walking and motorcycles were going through, and it wasn't covered way up to there.
Yeah.
It was only where we see the yellow band.
Yeah.
The red thing there, up there was the river.
Okay.
But now I see it's much deeper.
So it seems like it's increased.
Yes, it's racing more.
It's raising more. How concerning is this for you as a resident?
Very alarming because we are trapped here.
You are?
We can't go out.
Despite the road closure, some residents were wading through the flood waters. One person even took the opportunity to swim in the flooded drain, while others rode by on bicycles. At the village entrance along the river, a store owner was busy evacuating as the floodwaters had already started to seep into her shop.
Last night I'm in my bed, and then till this morning my husband went away to Colorado. Call and tell me they watch the news from El Choran that the river the rise and make I come and deal with the disconnect everything. And so I reach about 7, leave it before 7, and the water made way over the side yet. It just made it start coming, but no. But good thing they can't take out the stuff, so we not really build much worries other than the mud cleaning afterwards.
We are now at the second portion of the road that is closed just outside of San Jose Socots. This is, of course, the entrance to Benquevejo del Carmen town. And if you look behind me, there's a bridge that connects Benquevejo del Carmen town to San Jose Socots. That's completely inundated by water. As a result, authorities had to close it. And again, the only way to get to Benquevejo del Carmen is through that detour that we took moments ago.
The detour winds through the hills of San Jose Socots, taking a less traveled path. It's far from ideal with some rough patches along the way, but it served its purpose. Benquevejo Mayor Jorge Rosales was on site, overseeing the much-needed road repairs along the bypass.
Seeing this, we have to make sure that the bypasses are open. This road at the back right here going down is very deteriorated because it's everything is rock, it's hard to fix. But we kind of made it easy for the vehicles to go down, but not to come up. So on the next side here, to the east side on by Vega's house, we fixed the next road, which will be getting out from Benque, going to San Ignacio and Socots, and then this one will be coming into Benque. At the same time, the trucks that are coming from Guatemala are not able to come through, nor either the buses of the tourism like Fuente del Norte, they are not coming in.
With the main roads closed and large trucks and buses barred from using the detour, several tourists traveling by bus through the Belize-Guatemala border found themselves stranded with little to no information. We spoke with one tourist from Denmark who was on her way to Key Calker.
We learned a little bit about the bad weather and the hurricanes, stuff like that, but we didn't think it would be this hard to get into Belize. We're going to Key Calker, so we also need to get the ferry. Yeah.
So what's the update for you all right now?
Right now we're a little bit in a waiting position. 4 of our friends going to an ATM to get some cash, and then hopefully we can get a taxi.
In the heart of Benque, Benedict Palacio has been sitting on his back porch for the past few days watching the Mopan River rise. Being so close to the river usually offers stunning views when the water levels are normal. But on days like these, it's a whole different story.
We have done our mitigation. We have put our sandbags there because we believe that if it gets worse than this, water would be coming into our yard. And we have a basement downstairs, and we wouldn't want that to be flooded out. That would be the worst case scenario for us. But I don't think it will happen. I don't think it'll get worse than this. I think it will start going down pretty soon. At least that's what I'm praying for and keeping my fingers crossed.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
Prime Minister John Briceño returned to Belize on Friday, just in time for Tropical Storm Sarah's arrival over the weekend. In a televised address later that day, he urged Belizeans to stay calm and follow their emergency plans, especially those in low-lying and flood-prone areas. Earlier today, PM Briceño joined National Emergency Coordinator Daniel Mendez for a flyover of the affected regions. The sight was overwhelming, with water everywhere and large swaths of farmland submerged. This afternoon, we caught up with the Prime Minister in San Ignacio, where he was touring with several area representatives, including Michelle Shabat, Alex Bologna and Orlando Habet. Here's what he shared with us.
After we're looking at the record rains that we had over the weekend and looking at some of the images of the flooding that was taking place, especially here in San Ignacio, Santa Elena, Bullet Tree, and in some other villages, I think it was important for me to come and take a first-hand look as to what has happened and the amount of damage, and see what is it that we can rebuild and try to assist the people in this area.
You have been on an overflight. What is your assessment of the current situation and the situation coming down the river?
It's lots of water. I flew all the way up to the Chalio Dam, by the way, by Caracol actually. Went into the Belize River Valley, all the way by Mascal, that area. We saw the Chalio Dam is overflowing. Lots of water, more water is going to be coming down the Macal and on to San Ignacio, Santa Elena, and to the villages in these areas. Our hope that it does not rain, because if it doesn't rain, the waters are still running out. So hopefully the flooding will not be as bad. It becomes serious when you have lots of rain and all of the water is coming down. We have to take into account that we have waters coming in from Guatemala. The concern with waters coming from Guatemala is that a lot of these villages, most of the citizens are very, very poor, and they have their latrines right next to the river.
In other parts of the Cayo district, the Prime Minister reports that hundreds of acres of farmland are underwater. This spells trouble for farmers in Valley of Peace, who are facing significant losses in vegetables and other crops. The Prime Minister's aerial damage assessment hasn't yet included the costs.
But here in the plains in Cayo, where Santander, hundreds of acres of cane lands are underwater. Lots of small farmers have lost their crop. The vegetables in Cayo Central by La Gracia Channel, also by Mile 7, that area. We have a lot of our farmers that grow vegetables, and their crops are underwater. So overall, what we're seeing, a lot of infrastructure damage, like for instance, like what we're seeing here, this small bridge that connects to St. Martin Primary School, and agriculture crops being that our small farmers are losing. And so we have to see, one, how we can fix the infrastructure, and also infrastructure that can now hold the kind of water that is running down, and also to work with our small farmers and see how we can help them.
What's the initial cost? Is it too early to determine?
I think it's way too early to determine. Captain Mendes was with me in the flyover from Nemo. He's in charge of Nemo, and they have the assessment team outside. So it's going to be quite substantial, unfortunately, but we have to find a way. I mean, we Belizeans are resilient, and we will find a way of how to rebound, and to rebound even better.
The Briceño administration recently approved an additional $1.5 million for the National Emergency Management Organization to aid in recovery efforts. However, in the coming days, the Ministry of Infrastructure, Development and Housing is also expected to submit an estimated cost for repairing the damaged roads across the affected areas.
We just approved in the budget for NEMO in the last supplementary budget. We had, I think, $1.5 million. So we have to make that available. And I'm sure that when we speak with Minister Espat from MIDH and their team, and they come to tell us the level of damage at our highways and our in the north, sugar roads for our farmers, village roads, village streets, the amount of damage that they've had, that we now have to rebuild. I feel it's going to be substantial. Let's try to see how we could assess the damage and get it done. I think that what people want to see is that the central government gets the work done. We work closely with with the mayor. I mean, we respect him, and he is quite active in the work that is taking place here, certainly in the Twin Tongues, and we're here to serve the people.
What can you tell us about residents living beyond the Bullet Tree Bridge and what they can expect by way of some sort of aid from the government or any agency?
Well, the very same thing that we said that we're going to do in all the villages. In these areas, the area representatives are making assessment. For instance, I think it was Kalakip that also had some record flooding, but the water ran off. But there was damage to property.
Coming up, the Macau River floods market and Bullet Tree Bridge remains closed.
This Christmas, get into the joy with Uno Fuels. Imagine winning a shiny motorcycle, a brand new 50-inch TV, or grocery coupons to make your holiday shopping easier. The surprises keep coming. All you have to do is visit Uno, and for every $25 on fuel, you'll get a coupon. Fill out and participate. Get a coupon for each quart of Uno lubricants or 2 for a gallon. Visit your nearest Uno gas station today, fill your tank, and drive into Christmas cheer with Uno. Uno, a brand committed with the future.
Man, ever since everybody here, the next big thing there, the excitement can't done. Everyone wants to know more.
More?
Yes, please. I tell them, say hello to unlimited data, only with Digi. You can now enjoy unlimited data with Digi's postpaid plans, like the Plus plan, which just got cheaper, I might add. The Elite and Max plans also have unlimited data. You can have from 5 to 7 people on your shared plan, with all having unlimited data 24/7. I tell you, big things. If you're not signed up already, I suggest you sign up now. Make the switch to Digi. The next big thing there, go sign up for your unlimited data. Unlimited is unlimited. Never worry about data again.
Hi, I'm Ava.
And I'm Aiden. We're your AI guides to all things NHI.
In this video, we will guide you on how to become an NHI member. You, and if you have a child, must have a Social Security card. To get an SSB card is easy. Visit socialsecurity.org.bz/card-replacement to view the required documents that are needed.
There is a fee of only $5 Belize for a first-time issue and $26 Belize for replacement card. Newborns can use their mother's SSB card for up to 2 months.
With your SSB card, you and all family members can register at any NHI contracted clinic of your choice.
You and members of your family can now access health care when needed.
Please note that once you are registered with a clinic, you must go to that same clinic when you need medical care. Look out for more NHI guides like this.
Belize, get ready. In Your Kitchen, Belize Edition is bringing you simple, healthy, delicious meals made just for you. Join Chef Ainsley and our team of nutritionists as they show you how to turn local favorites into nutritious, tasty dishes. Plus, discover the amazing health benefits of everyday foods right from your kitchen. Catch the premiere on Channel 5 on November 18th at 7:30 p.m. And tune in every Monday after for healthier cooking that's easy and fun. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, with support from Taiwan ICDF, making healthy cooking a Belizean tradition.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here! The biggest sale of the year. Get ready to find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a professional contractor or a DIY enthusiast sprucing up your home, We got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Now is the perfect time to give your wall a fresh look. Get 20% off paint and a whopping 25% off paint supplies. But wait, there's more. From our stylish light fixtures to fans and AC, we got everything you need to elevate your space. Now at 25% off. And for the finishing touch, check out our wide selection of tiles, where you will surely find the tile to match your style, all at 25% off. Plus, with 30 to 50% off selected items, you will find what you need at a price that will surely make your pocket smile. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and so much more. Yes, you can get all your materials from construction start to finish right here at Builders Hardware. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Tell your friends, tell your family. Come visit us, save big with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
We think our customers are awesome!
The National Met Service reports that Middle Key bore the brunt of the rain from Tropical Storm Sarah. This small coral island, one of 4 along Glover's Reef in the Stand Creek District, was drenched with a staggering 17 inches of rainfall. A forecaster told News 5 today that Middle Key received the lion's share of the storm's downpour.
San Ignacio for the Friday to Sunday, they recorded over 3 inches of rainfall. That goes for Santa Elena and Bully Tree. And then for Benque, it's over 4 inches. We have another station up in the Cayo District. It's called Black Rock. It's near the river, and that recorded over 4.5 inches. In Belmopan, there were 6 inches of rainfall from Friday to Sunday. Dan Griga, we had over 10 inches from Friday to Sunday. And then out in the Keys, Middle Key recorded over 17 inches between Friday and Sunday. Remember now, the rain is not only occurring in the country of Belize. It was also occurring over in Guatemala and some of our rivers, especially the Macal River, Mopan River, these areas. These rivers come from those areas as well over Guatemala. So all of that rainfall is coming down through our rivers.
While most of the rain fell over Middle Key, hydrologist Tenille Hende explained today that the mountains to the south and west of Belize received the bulk of the rainfall. This is causing significant flooding out west. So even though Middle Key got a whopping 17 inches of rain, it's the Cayo District, which only received about 4 inches, that's dealing with severe flooding.
For the central areas of the country mainly, we're seeing flood warning in effect for those rivers. The Mopan, Belize River, Siboon River. Going into the south, we're now seeing the City River, the Bladen and Swayze branches of the Monkey River, and all those emanating off the eastern slopes of the Maya Mountains. We're still seeing flooding and flood warning for those areas. What we do have still is the landslide threat. The landslide threat is positive for the next 24 hours, and it's showing mainly in that Hummingbird Highway, Southern Highway into the south, back west, towards the border with Guatemala is showing a positive indication for landslide threats. We have focused on the San Ignacio region, and like I said, it's 9.6 meters, so between 27, 30, 31 feet of water we're seeing there. The same we're seeing now in the Mopan. We're more between 12 to 15 feet of water at the highest recorded extreme. for Crooked Tree, it's increasing, but it's not that it's going to cover the causeway at this point. We do have reports of certain parts of the village being flooded at this time. But so far, based on the data that we've collected, San Ignacio has received the highest flood levels that we have seen with the passage of Tropical Storm Sarah.
In Roaring Creek, the floodwaters from Tropical Storm Sarah over the weekend are making their way from western Belize through the rivers and tributaries towards the Caribbean Sea. This means the Macal, Sibun, and Belize rivers are among the main ones flooding right now. The water has already submerged the old bridge in Roaring Creek and is creeping under the newly elevated bridge, leaving several homes under several feet of water. Today, News 5 caught up with two residents who were out surveying the scene. News 5's Marian Ali reports.
Despite being more centrally located, Roaring Creek has low-lying areas that are prone to flooding. Chanel Trapp was out navigating the floodwaters in a canoe.
We're having an experience of our life, helping people and having fun fishing, touring.
Delmarie Gordon says that so far, Sarah has not affected her, unlike previous storms.
And not too bad.
So nothing went into your house this time? Can you tell me about the times when it has been bad and water has gone into your house? What kind of damages did you see?
It damaged all the mattress and the stove.
But this time you were fortunate, but you said that you left the house from Thursday. Why is that?
Because I'm going to stay in my sister's house because she's gone out. My niece is gone out.
So just in case that it had gotten really bad, you decided not to stay there? And your brother is still there at this time. He's taking care of the house?
Trapp mentioned that whenever the village floods, everyone puts their daily routines on hold to help those in need within the community.
You tell me that every time there's a flood, this canoe gets brought out. You guys help your neighbors. Can you talk to me about that?
Yes, sometimes our neighbors stay in the house and then they call to rescue, to take food for them. Yeah, so last night our neighbor over there, he wanted to come out around 8:30 last night and we rescued him.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.
We've already shared how the villagers in Roaring Creek are coping with the floodwaters from Tropical Storm Sarah. Meanwhile, residents on the other side of the creek in More Tomorrow Village are doing slightly better. Over the weekend, they were wading through waist-deep water, but it has since receded. However, one villager mentioned that they expect the water levels to rise again in the coming days.
The rain that come a couple of days, man, we got some big rain here. So it really flood out this area. The whole of this area from here going right down that lone water you could see. And then I went to the village this morning and man, it was so rough. I know the people down there take a licking. I take a little licking too, sick of the rain and that'll rain, no? But down that side, man, it's really pretty rough. Like I tell you, right, the summer the house for the people right there and still have water, and they have more water because then they remember I tell you the river still coming down yet. So the river not reach yet down here, the big flood where they up the Cayo.
How high would you say the water is?
Well, I figure about almost 3-4 feet in the people house right down there right now. Yeah, and you get more higher because like I tell you, the water still come down. Yeah.
And you said that it wasn't too bad on your farm over here, but what did you see?
Well, when I do come out from out of my house, I come out like what to here would be like 2.5 feet out of my yard with water.
And you say you recently relocated to more of the entrance. What was it like when you were living back there?
It was pretty rougher. Yeah, just like I tell you, the water going in the house. When I did it, the water go like this inside of the house, like about a couple of 5 inches inside of the house. Yeah.
Would you say that it's been getting worse over the years, or has it been better? Has there been anything to alleviate it?
Well, I think with this flood where they come right here now, that just almost like a hurricane flood because it going high. Yeah, you get like to me, get the same way or worse. It could be a little worse.
And how do you see the villagers coping with it?
Well, like I tell you, I live back there already and more in the village, and I come to my farm, but we have to cooperate with it. We the Pamali Hill like a little bit like one animal Pamali Hill, you know, but all of it stay together.
So they just wade through the water, go and they have to go.
Yeah. From then you have to come out and do a little shopping and go back inside and, you know, try to make life back again. But yesterday, the Limo group may come back here yesterday and they passed here and they went to the back there and I think they give them a little food. But you know, that food they give them, enough in no long while. It's just for probably a couple of days, at least 2 days, 3 days, you need food again.
So how long you think it'll be until this water goes down? I know you said more is to come, but how long did that usually last?
Well, it lasts. When that water left from standing last year, it took like 2 days and a half to reach down here. And down here, it will last at least another 2.5 days, almost 3 days again, down right in the village.
After the break, a woman beaten and kidnapped by her estranged husband. But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
Forward-thinking farmer ready to adopt climate-smart practices? The future of farming is resilient, sustainable, and profitable, and we're here to help you achieve just that. Whether cultivating half an acre or 200 acres, DFC offers affordable financing options and a matching grant up to $12,000 for Window 1 and up to $60,000 for Window 2 to help make your farm climate-smart, withstand unpredictable weather patterns, and adapt practices that enhance productivity and efficiency. This program is ideal for farmers and cooperatives. Women farmers are highly encouraged to take advantage. Join us in creating a resilient and sustainable agricultural future for Belize. Apply now and take the next step towards a stronger, greener tomorrow.
Are you looking for a career where success has vast potential? As an agent with RFNG Life Insurance, you'll be a part of a dynamic team that values ambition and hard work. Our agents enjoy numerous benefits, including flexible working hours, high earning potential, and thorough training programs. Why is becoming an agent important? Because you get to shape your future. You will help clients achieve their dreams, and in doing so, you'll achieve yours. Starting on your first day, you'll receive thorough training and continuous professional development. Our cutting-edge tools and resources will equip you to excel in the field. Achieving your goals as an agent is simple with our well-defined roadmap to success. We provide mentorship, performance incentive, and a vibrant community to help you stay motivated and on track. Our support network is second to none. You'll have access to experienced mentors, a collaborative team environment, and recognition programs that help you celebrate your milestones and achievements. Contact us today and become a part of something extraordinary. RFNG Life Insurance, your future, our commitment.
My name is Nayeli Yakab. I'm the coordinator of the Benga House of Culture niche. Before the Belize Bank online service, I had to travel to San Ignacio because we don't have a branch, a Belize Bank branch in our community. Now with the service, I can conduct my transactions at the office, at the comfort of my home, just anywhere in the world. It has made my life much easier. I would recommend the Belize Bank digital services to everyone and anyone. It gives you back your time, it's highly reliable, it's available 24/7, and it just makes your life easier.
Take control with My Social Security, your secure online account to manage all your Social Security information. To create a My Social Security account, you must be 14 years or older and have a valid email address. Visit the My Social Security self-service portal at ssbportal.org.bz. Click on Create Account. Enter your date of birth and phone number. Next, verify your email address to continue. To verify, simply enter your email address and click the Send Verification button. Enter the verification code sent to your email inbox to proceed. Next, create a password that meets the requirements. Enter the name and select the reason for your account. Then click Create. Your My Social Security account was successfully created. Your information security is our priority. If you have a Social Security number, click Link My SSN to link your Social Security number to your account and activate using the steps in your confirmation email. If you do not have a Social Security number, click Register with SSB. You are now ready to truly experience Social Security at your fingertips.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected. Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
A mother of 3 is grateful to be alive tonight after a terrifying ordeal where she was brutally beaten and allegedly kidnapped by her estranged husband early Saturday morning. Released from KHMH today, she told News 5 that she spent the weekend receiving medical care, and a CT scan reveals she'll need surgery for a broken cheekbone. Sabella Breakman recounted that she was asleep at her home in San Pablo area of San Pedro around 1 a.m. when her roommate's screams woke her. She saw her estranged husband attacking her friend with a piece of wood. When she screamed in horror, he turned on her. The assault started in San Pedro but ended in Kikocker after he reportedly took her against her will, first on a golf cart and then on a jet ski. News 5's Marian Ali has the story.
He continued whopping me, which he caused injuries to my head, my forehead, my mouth. He kept knocking me, and then he went outside and see if my friend was there. She was not there no more. She managed to get away to seek help, and while I was still in there and he was still knocking me with that stick, it's like a 2x4. Then he get me out, he pulled me off my hair and carried me outside. He placed me on a golf cart.
Sabella Breakman claims that her estranged husband, Kenny Breakman, broke into her house around 1 a.m. on Saturday in San Pedro and attacked both her and her roommate. While her roommate managed to escape and get help, Sabella wasn't as fortunate. She says Kenny dragged her out of the house and onto a golf cart. Terrified of what might happen next, she tried to escape by jumping off, scraping her knee in the process. But she couldn't get away. He forced her back onto the golf cart and continued to drive off. The nightmare didn't end there. Sabella says Kenny then transferred her from the golf cart to a jet ski and took her all the way to Kikocker.
When he put me back on the golf cart, he kept driving at his direction where he lived, and he'd say, "Make I see which what can save you know. You know one day with me, if you don't know for me, you don't for nobody else." And he grabbed me, he continued to carry me. We reached where he lived. He grabbed me, continued to drag me. He placed me on the jet ski. He braced me on the jet ski. We drive off maybe 30 minutes. When we drive off now, he said, I think that is Chetomal. This is Corzal. And that one, I don't know which part that one. But if you relax and you don't say nothing, I will let you go in Corzal. And I'm going to cross the border because police won't catch me.
Unaware that she was now on Kikaker, Sabella says she managed to break free by hitting Breakman. She then jumped into the water and swam to a dock. That's where she finally escaped from him and found help.
He was going offshore. That's when I knocked him and I managed to escape from him. I reached a dock where I climbed the dock. But while I was going that way, I see a sign that marked police. So that's when I went inside the police station. I told the police what happened to me.
Today, ACP Gilberto Romero mentioned that this is the first time the police have been informed of any domestic issues between the couple. He also confirmed that Sabella's report has been officially recorded.
On Saturday, the 16th day of November 2024, around 2:30 a.m., Kikaka police responded to a report at the Kikaka Polyclinic, where upon their arrival they found Sabella Breakman with several injuries. She reported that she was in San Pedro inside her bedroom when she was attacked by her ex-husband, Kenny Breakman, who broke down the door and hit her on a roommate with a piece of stick. Breakman then placed her on a jet ski and headed towards Kikaka. Somewhere near Kikaka, she managed to jump in the water and she went to seek help. An investigation was carried out. She was then transported to the KHMH for treatment, where she remains in a stable condition. We are still looking for Kenneth Breakman, as he has not been found.
Do we know how he entered her house?
He broke down the door and entered her house.
Sabella shared that she had taken out a restraining order against Breakman after leaving him due to domestic violence. She initially moved to Toledo for safety, but eventually returned to San Pedro to be closer to their 3 children who were living with him. She needs surgery to repair a broken cheekbone, her teeth, and a head injury, and is asking for your help.
The doctor said I need surgery for my gum. This side here is broken. So all this and all my teeth are soft. Yes, I can't eat. And I have one cut here that start here and here. Then I have another one that start here all the way behind my head. I have another one here this side. I have for my hands, my feet. Yes. All the bruises I have get from him.
Sabella was discharged from the KHMH earlier today. If you would like to help her, you can reach her sister at 665-5083. Reporting for News 5, I'm Marion Ali.
On Friday morning, around 9 a.m., police responded to a farmer's report in the Cayo district about a possible drug plane landing in the Franks Eddy area. When they arrived, they found a single-engine plane on the side of a dirt road. Upon closer inspection, they discovered that all the passenger seats had been stripped out. While no drugs were found inside, the investigation is still ongoing. Today, Commissioner of Police Chester Williams revealed that a police officer is under investigation for possible involvement in the case.
We are still trying to ascertain exactly what cargo came on that plane, but as usual, we suspect that it could be cocaine. We are looking for one individual, likewise, who we believe may be able to provide some information to us as it relates to that plane landing. And I can also say to you, I don't want to hide nothing, say to you that we had detained a police officer, a female police officer, because we believe that she facilitated a person, the person who we believe landed that aircraft, in signing in at the police station outside the hours stipulated by the court. This person is on bail for a previous plane landing, and as a condition to his bail, he was ordered to report or to sign in to the Berno police station every Friday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Surprisingly, the same night the plane landed, he came to sign in at the Berno police station after 12 midnight. That would be around the same time the plane would be landing. And this female police officer facilitated him to the extent that she took the diary from inside the station and took it outside of the station for him to sign. That for us is an egregious breach. I'm not going to say that she is involved in the plane landing, but her actions in facilitating this individual, knowing who he is, to have signed in at that particular moment is extremely questionable. And so Professional Standard Branch is looking at that matter, and we expect that charges will be levied against her for breach of our internal policies.
The police are still on the hunt for suspects involved in the landing of a suspected drug plane in the Cayo district. They haven't yet recovered the plane's contents. To prevent any further illegal activities, the police decided to burn the plane after they found it. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams shared more details about why they made that call.
We have searched the entire area, including using drones, and we have not been able to do so. The Sabella River is not too far away from the area where the plane landed, so we believe that if there was any cargo on board the aircraft, it may have left the area via the Sabella River.
Is there plans to upgrade the radar, or maybe the radar needs upgrade?
That's a matter that we're looking at. JAC would be in a better position to explain why they were unable to provide to us any tracking on that particular night in question. As you would know, we're not the ones who work or manages JAC. We would normally be fed with information coming out of JAC as it relates to the illicit tracking, and then once we get those informations, then we would then activate our operational teams to go into different areas that we would anticipate the plane may likely land. But in this case, that did not occur.
How was this plane disposed of? Because we came to an understanding that it was burnt. Why was this the case?
Yes, that's a directive that the plane be destroyed. Again, it's the trend that we do now. Instead of putting these planes out for auction and sold to the highest bidder, it's a policy now that we destroy them so as not to have these planes reused. We have seen instances before where the planes were auctioned off, and then next thing we know, the planes end up right back in Belize again with another set of cargo. So to eliminate that from happening, these aircraft are not destroyed on spot.
Is this the first plane to have landed suspected drug plane since the one in Corazon Creek last December?
Yes.
Okay. And that is because the radar usually picks it up and police thwart it, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know how much time elapsed between the landing of the plane approximately to when the police got the information?
From our best information, the plane may have landed sometime after midnight, based on our discussion with people in the area, having heard the plane around that time. And we got the information around 9 in the morning. That's 10 hours basically, or 9 to 10 hours. By that time, the cargo could be far gone.
Over the weekend, a group of men pulled off a heist at a warehouse in the Curacao Free Zone, making off with millions of Mexican pesos. The police acted swiftly and managed to detain 3 suspects, including a security guard. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams credited their quick response for the arrests. Here are more details on the story.
Yesterday morning before day, Corazon police were notified of a burglary within the Corozal Free Zone. Based on that information, the Corozal police mobilized and went to the area. They conducted searches utilizing drones, and they were able to locate 2 individuals who are suspected to have been a part of that burglary. Police also found a bag containing some pesos, Mexican pesos, along with a few Belize dollars and a few US currency. The bag of money was taken to the Corozal police station, where it was counted, and it amounted to 4-point-something million pesos. I think just over 200 US, 200 plus US dollars, and a small amount of Belize currency. The 2 individuals are currently detained. I'm not aware of the total amount of monies stolen during the burglary. I think we're still trying to ascertain that figure. But so far, we believe we have 2 of the suspects in custody. We're still looking for an additional 2 more persons. We're hoping that we'll be able to find them very shortly, and then we see how we go from there.
How were they able to conduct the robbery?
It's not a robbery, it's a burglary. Yes. From what we gathered, again, is that they did so in collusion with the security guard who worked at the establishment. So that security guard is also in custody as a part of our investigation.
How were you guys able, the quick response, to be able to capture them?
Well, calls were received and the police responded quickly.
Are these people, they're Belizean?
Yes, Belizean, yes.
And are they known to police?
Yes, they're from Belize City.
Last week, police got word that a police corporal's house in Corozal had been shot at. Around 12:30 a.m. in Finca Solana area, Officer Martin Marin dashed outside after hearing gunfire. He says he heard a motorcycle speeding away as he stepped out. A jeep belonging to Police Inspector Kimara Lopez was also hit, with 2 bullet holes found and several spent shells scattered around. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams shared more details about the incident.
We have a basic idea who are those persons behind it. And the police have been going after these individuals, and contrary to what I saw on social media, and again I want to say to our Belizean people that we cannot be insensitive to issues, especially where the potential loss of life existed. And we can't be too harsh on the police officers who are out there every day making sure that you're safe. I saw some of the comments where people were saying it's that good for the police, or the police and chance, the police and this, the police and that. Those comments are very disgusting. At the end of the day, we cannot live in a society where the police is not respected, because if the criminals don't respect the police, then how do you expect as an ordinary citizen the criminals are going to respect you? We have to be careful of what we promote or what we encourage. And again, the police officer in question whose house was shut up, he's an extremely hard-working police, and I can say a very decent one as well. You don't hear his name out there involved in any criminal activities, but certainly he goes after the criminals, and perhaps that's the reason why he was targeted, because he is extremely tough on those persons in the Corozal district who are hell-bent on committing crime. So this is an officer who is out there every day doing his best, going above and beyond to ensure the safety of the people of Corozal town, and I think that he ought to be commended. And in a time like this, where we saw that he was targeted, we need to sympathize with him and at the same time extend whatever support we can to make him feel comfortable in continuing to discharge his duties as a police officer.
When we return, CEO of Lands under investigation for fatal road traffic accident.
Ya balisi seruti wa familia wama seruti wa gera won seruti wa besta ni go won harita gotia gather way 10% hada ya balisna dan halila lu yela ludo lu ladoro go won dungwati hasamina gather way 14% balisna lo gasola meregula lu hashulero danimate lido fume gwargo fulas ya balisi afietwa lida hosero mut kay aba ani rutiwa emenigi wonyogo ladira subusiti won bidu tumala wagera dale wondaru lida aba lola wansero ruha muti biama hadage urwa balisna hafie luago aba iseri lurudu lu masusere dola osara guni lida wadaguman luma fulaso honti fumegwarg halie na layebe hagia kata ya layebe hise abobaya won o ida lia la warihi gadna matia balisna aba ibagari bit orally lu yela lurudu lu ladoro guno wo ani arufu da leime fulaso lida lu boido lurudu lu aba memela disha hon sumut balisi arase diwa.
Every moment of every day, crystal water is taste you can trust.
Hi everyone, my name is Raja Yvonne Senegal and I am 11 years old. Distractions such as drinking, answering a phone or text messages, talking to passengers, or paying attention to someone else. When a driver gets distracted and fails to notice a pedestrian crossing the street, this can cause an accident. Speed limits in Belize are reasonable, so drivers should follow them. Be patient and pay attention to avoid accidents.
We are elated and we want to commend BL for this initiative. Our students always want to do more, and we want to thank Croatia for what she's done for the school. We also want to thank BEL because the funds that Croatia won allowed us to have new classroom windows for a lower division building. And as for BEL, again, we commend you, we thank you, we are grateful.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
The Statistical Institute of Belize, in collaboration with UNICEF, informs the public that it will conduct the Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey starting August 26th for approximately 14 weeks. During the survey, trained interviewers will visit randomly selected households nationwide. Each field worker will wear a mint green t-shirt with the Mix 7 logo and an official photo identification card. We thank you for your participation. For more information on the Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey, call us at 822-2207. The Statistical Institute of Belize, providing Belize with quality, objective, and timely information.
In San Ignacio, the Macal River surged above the town's market for the first time in nearly 5 years. Today, it started to recede, albeit slowly. By the afternoon, market vendors were busy cleaning up. However, just outside San Ignacio in Bullet Tree, the situation looks grim. The bridge has been closed for several days, and residents beyond the Bullet Tree Bridge are either in shelters or bracing for the worst. News 5's Paul Lopez reports.
Crossing a flooded bridge is no small feat, which is why the Bullet Tree Bridge has been closed to vehicles. However, for some residents living beyond the bridge, crossing on foot is a necessity. They're either braving the risks to get basic supplies or, like these two gentlemen, to get to work. We spoke with one Bullet Tree resident who was watching the scene unfold.
Right now, it's not so bad right now, but the last time, what we see is not so fast the river is running. No, but right now, it's the river is getting more higher. Because this morning when I passed here in this road, the bridge was getting out, but suddenly it started to come again, higher, more higher. I see some people, they try to walk there, but it's dangerous right now. It's dangerous because no people could cross there right now, but because almost reach to the police station, and that will be dangerous.
We then made our way across the pedestrian path on the bridge to hear from residents on the other side. A large portion of the bridge was underwater, but the pedestrian path was still above water. Once we crossed the bridge, we found ourselves wading through over 2 feet of rushing water. On the other side, we spoke with Robert Perez, a resident of the area.
Last night it went down all the way almost by the entrance of the bridge, but by this morning, around 7 to 8 o'clock, it's already by that sign there that says road closed. And then by this afternoon is where we are already seeing that the water has coming more, rising even more higher. Well, it's affecting me big time because we are tacos vendors. We sell across the bridge and we are not being able to do our sales as normal. And then also I have my child that I haven't returned home because I can't cross the bridge. So it's affecting me, and I'm sure that's affecting all the neighbors as well. As you can see here, a lot of houses are already underwater. Well, at least 1 foot underwater.
We also met a resident who, along with her family, has taken refuge inside a church. She shared that her home is now submerged and the rising rivers threatening their temporary shelter, which they've been in since the early hours of Saturday morning. They went without potable water all weekend, but thankfully it was restored this morning.
My uncle is back there. He cannot come out because he has my aunt is taking care of a little old lady and they can't come out. But this river is rising up and it will surely enter our house.
So what will they do? Do you know what the situation is like for them right now?
Well, they are over that side seeing what they can do because we didn't expect this. We thought it was going down, but I don't know. It's just rising up. It's coming up and it's been tough. I am in our worries right now.
Downtown San Ignacio saw the Macal River reach Hurricane Mitch levels. Some residents saw the flood waters as an opportunity to drive their jet skis through the town. By this morning, it began to recede, and market vendors who enacted their evacuation plans on Saturday were back today to assess the damage.
Yeah, the water reached all the way here, and you could tell like all the floor is muddy, and the walls they had to power wash everything because the mud just kept like draining down. Like it wasn't as bad as 2020 because 2020 reached all the way at the top, but it was pretty bad. For us, the wake up sign is when it reaches like the stairs by the San Ignacio sign. And actually it reached behind the bathroom area. So by then we were like, okay, this is gonna get really bad. And it just the water just started to raise really quickly. And I think by 6 o'clock, it was already to here. So we were all pretty shocked, and it stayed like that for 2 days.
Have you all ever considered moving from here? Why stay here?
We have actually, because not only is it the weather, but it's just a danger to us as well because the furniture can fall, we can get hurt. I mean, we really feel like the mayor, someone actually asked the mayor today, why not move the market from the river side? And he didn't actually answer anyone. So really, us as vendors, we can't do anything about it. We can just stay here and just hope for the best.
And so today we asked the mayor for his thoughts on relocating the market to higher ground.
It makes a lot of sense. You know, the only good thing with being here, we have the nice Macal River view, you know, but in terms of keeping the market open and the services are always available, yes, I think it's a good idea to begin looking for an area that we can relocate in the very near future, because with global warming and climate change, I don't see it getting better. So you're right, we can have a lot of freak storms and water rising, and people have to be inconvenienced with their goods back and forth. So I think it's an excellent idea, and it is something that I will take up as the local leader and maybe put it in a consultation with the general public.
In the meantime, as of midday, the Macal River was just below the roofs of the wooden structures on a newly built boardwalk.
With the pressure that is coming from the Mopan River, and that river is still rising, you know, it means that this Macal River will take a lot longer before it recedes and before this low-lying bridge becomes readily available for the people.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
CEO in the Ministry of Natural Resources, Paul Thompson, is currently under investigation after a man was killed in a fatal accident on Friday. Reports are that 44-year-old Zacharias Tessacum was hit while attempting to cross the road somewhere between mile 41 and 42 in the Cotton Tree Village. Upon arrival, police found Thompson's gray SUV on the right-hand side of the George Price Highway, facing east with a damaged front bumper and grille. Tessacum was found motionless under the vehicle with multiple head and body injuries and a broken right foot. ACP Gilberto Romero gave us more details on the incident.
On Friday, the 15th day of November 2024, there was a fatal road traffic accident between miles 41 and 42 at Cotton Tree. Police visited the area where they saw a GMC terrain vehicle with damages. The driver of that vehicle reported that he was driving when suddenly a male person crossed his path and he knocked on the male person. The male person was taken for treatment, where he succumbed to his injuries. He was identified as Zacharias Tessacum. An investigation is ongoing at this time. The driver was served with an NIP and samples were taken from him.
The name of the driver, sir?
The driver has not been charged, so I won't say the name.
But we usually report names of drivers who are in accidents even if before they're charged.
And especially if they're served with an NIP.
I'll get back to him.
Okay. This person who was crossing, was he crossing at some type of pedestrian, or was he just crossing the road?
He was just crossing the road.
Okay. Was it dark and the driver maybe couldn't see him?
There is light in that area.
Last week, tragedy struck when 19-year-old Carlos Romero lost his life after being hit by a 10-wheeler truck while riding his motorcycle. Around 3 p.m. on Thursday, Loame Gomez was driving near the intersection of St. Jude and St. Peter Streets in the Mayamopan area when he heard a loud noise outside his vehicle. When he got out to check, he found Romero trapped under the truck's right rear wheel. ACP Gilberto Romero provided more details on this heartbreaking incident.
Okay, on Thursday, the 14th of November 2024, around 3 p.m., police responded to a fatal road traffic accident at Mayamopan in Berno. Upon the arrival, they saw a 10-wheel truck and a motorcycle with damages. Information received that the motorcycle collided with the truck, causing the driver of the motorcycle to be trapped under the tires of the truck. The person was removed. He was identified as Carlos Romero. He was taken for treatment where he succumbed to his injuries. And an IP has been served on the driver of the truck, and an investigation is ongoing. And at the end, we will determine if any charges will be levied.
Do police know who was in the fault?
Not at this time. We have an ongoing investigation that will be determined.
Do you know what mile it happened?
This happened at Mayamopan area in Blamopan.
Do you know if the driver of the motorcycle was wearing a helmet?
I am not sure. I'll have to confirm.
And blood and urine samples were taken?
Yes, those were taken.
On Friday, a fire in the Cayo district led to the loss of over $50,000 in cash. Tan's store, located in the Valley of Peace area, was already engulfed in flames by the time authorities arrived. The store owner, Jing Pan Tan, reported damages totaling over $150,000, including property, cash, legal documents, and several licensed guns. ACP Gilberto Romero provided more details on this devastating incident.
Here on Friday, the 15th of November 2024, police responded to a house fire in Valley of Peace. Upon the arrival, they saw a building completely engulfed in flames. Jing Tang reported that he was at home and he saw smoke in the kitchen area. Thereafter, the building caught fire. Several items are damaged, including 2 firearms. An investigation is being carried out to try and determine the cause of the fire.
Those firearms were licensed?
Yeah, they were licensed firearms.
Does he have any suspicions of what might have caused it?
He saw smoke coming from the kitchen area, and then the fire engulfed the building from there.
Was he home alone?
There were other persons there, but he was home at the time.
Any injuries?
No injuries were reported.
Up next, Commissioner of Police says police activity will be expected at 19th celebrations.
For 15 years, Oceana Belize has proudly stood alongside the people of Belize, protecting our marine habitats, safeguarding livelihoods, and ensuring that the beauty of our Caribbean Sea endures for future generations. Together, we've achieved incredible victories, safeguarding habitat from the inherently dangerous and destructive offshore oil development to increasing the use of selective fishing gear to reduce overfishing, advocating for a sustainable future for all Belizeans.
We want to always be able to fish. Oceana listened to us and made sure our voices were heard by the decision makers.
Being a wave maker has shown me the power we have when we come together for something bigger than ourselves.
I am proud to be part of a team of dedicated Belizeans who wholeheartedly believe in the people of Belize and the right to a healthy, thriving ocean.
But our work is far from done. So many challenges confront the Caribbean Sea, from the existential threat of climate change to insidious illegal fishing. Together, we will continue fighting to protect the people, Alawi, who depend on the beauty and bounty of our waters. With your support, we look forward to the next 15 years, committed to empowering communities, safeguarding marine ecosystems, and creating a future where both people and special places thrive. We're proud to stand with you for our Belize, land of the free by the Caribbean Sea.
Power on with confidence. Design Depot brings you an attractive selection of GE appliances, including microwaves, washers, dryers, refrigerators, dishwashers, countertop appliances, and more. We understand the importance of appliances that not only endure, but also excel in performance. As your trusted GE USA authorized dealer, we stand for reliability and performance, ensuring that you can power on with confidence. Visit us today and power on with efficient, reliable, and energy-saving solutions with GE appliances from Design Depot.
Design Depot, all in one place.
La formación del Centro Neurológico del Hospital Galenia es que esas enfermedades que son altamente complejas y que muchos de nuestros pacientes tenían que emigrar hacia otra parte de la República u otra parte de México ahora puedan ser atendidos aquí.
La atención quirúrgica en el centro neurológico se forma dentro de un grupo multidisciplinario que incluye tanto neurólogos, médicos internistas, ortopedistas, neurocirujanos, pediatras. Y este esfuerzo que se ha realizado para conjuntar todos los especialistas es para siempre brindar al paciente un abordaje multidisciplinario y transversal.
Evidentemente, mientras más rápido podamos llegar al diagnóstico de los pacientes, más rápido podemos tratarlos, resolverlos y por ende mejor resultado vamos a tener al final. Entonces creo que la prioridad y el fundamento principal de un proyecto como este es justamente eso, que no se pierda tiempo de forma innecesaria para poder al final del día llegar al mejor de los resultados con un tratamiento completo, integral y oportuno.
Y las visiones desde diferentes perspectivas nos permiten tener pues el mejor tratamiento y la mejor opción para el paciente.
Tenemos la capacidad técnica, operativa, profesional y la infraestructura de poder establecer una atención neurológica de alta calidad.
This is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
The biography of Shine Barrow, titled The Honorable Shine, premiered today on Hulu. This rags to riches documentary dives deep into the life of the former hip-hop artist turned politician. It covers his rise in the music industry, his 10-year stint in prison, his deportation to Belize, and his entry into politics. We caught up with Prime Minister John Briceño earlier today to get his thoughts on Shine's latest project.
Unfortunately for him, he is not running in the United States. He is running in Belize. And I don't think he's getting any kind of coverage. The coverage that he's getting in Belize, let's put it this way, is not coverage that any leader would want to get. But again, timing. It just so happened that P. Diddy has been arrested for a lot of alleged crimes, sexual and drugs and that kind of stuff. And Shine was a part of that world. So I don't know if he was part of it, but it just so happened that he, according to him, I don't think he said it back then during that time, that he took the fall for P. Diddy. It's good marketing for him. He's taking advantage when a man is down. P. Diddy is down. I know he's stepping on him to try to lift his profile. You don't usually do that. I could have been doing that to him every day, and I don't. But it's good theater for him, and I'm happy for him, and he could continue doing that in the United States because that's the life he wants. He doesn't want to be here in Belize. He wants to be in the United States of America. The minute he became the leader of the position, the first thing he did, he asked the Black Caucus in Congress to ask him if they could support him getting a visa. And as soon as he got his visa, he pretty much is more in the U.S. than here. And good for him. I have no envy for him. I don't envy him. I am happy to be in Belize. Belize is my home. This is the only home I've ever had. No plan to go anywhere. Will I see the documentary when it becomes available? Of course, I look at it and then see how they have spin things. And I'm sure that if the producers were to come and interview the people that were praising him back then, I'm sure you'd get a different picture. But they probably know that by now.
Garifuna Settlement Day is just around the corner, and the celebrations are already in full swing. As Belizeans come together to honor the historic arrival of the Garifuna people, the police will be on duty to keep things peaceful and orderly. Today, Commissioner of Police Chester Williams encouraged everyone to enjoy the festivities, but reminded the public to do so respectfully, without infringing on others' rights.
We are actively involved in the policing of the 19th celebration activities in Belize City, in Berno and down south. I think those are the areas where we are seeing activities. Our specialized units will be deployed to these activities to assist the local police in ensuring the safety of people. I just want to encourage or call upon our citizens who are going to these events to celebrate the 19th to please do so in such a way that you don't expose yourself to harm. And if you're going to enjoy yourself, do so in such a way that you don't infringe on the rights of people. If you're going to drive, don't drink. If you're going to drink, don't drive. At the end of the day, we want everyone to celebrate. And when the celebrations are over, we want everyone to go home to their families safe. That's the important thing. And so making sure that we are civil in how we celebrate is important. And so I just want to ask everybody who are going to be a part of this 19th celebration to always consider the other person that is around and try not to do anything to hurt or to harm anybody. And once that is done, then I think we should be able to come back on Wednesday to say that, you know what, we had a good 19th celebration.
And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com on both our Facebook and YouTube. Also, don't forget to catch the premiere of In Your Kitchen tonight at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 5. Don't miss it. I'm Elise Gayon Vernon, and from all of us here at News 5, have a good night.